evening and thank you for joining us once again for stories making headlines at this hour. I'm Surya Gaumas. Namibia and Germany have reaffirmed the main objectives of their bilateral cooperation, which are to support the Namibian government's efforts to reduce poverty and unemployment, improve access to land and sustainable use of natural resources. To this end, Germany today agreed to grant Namibia $670 million in financial and technical this financial year. Today's signing signals the implementation of $1.4 billion Namibian dollars cooperation package agreed at the German and Namibian bilateral talks held in Bonn, Germany in May. In terms of the agreement, the German government has committed $390 million to infrastructural development funding. Another grant totaling $280 million will go to focal areas such as transport, sustainable economic development and natural resource management. Money has become the stumbling block to resolving the strike at Stamford Village Council, which has crippled service delivery there. The council needs about $200,000 to effect workers' back pay payment, and the workers have been on strike for the past 15 days. Stamford residents might have to wait longer for the village council to find the money to effect back pay payments, which range from $500 to $17,000. NAPU General Secretary Peter Navonga says the parties have agreed on the percentages to be paid out, but it remains to be seen if the village council would be in a position to make these payments, which span over 2 years. Council Chairperson Susanna Motinga said should the council use the funds from its operational budget, it would not be able to pay salaries in the future. The Government Institutions Pension Fund, GIPF, is to get rid of ghost pensioners, on its system through its new verification system. The exercise requires all funds beneficiaries to visit NAMPOST and GIPF branches to prove their existence from the fingerprint biometric identification system. The fund recorded over 4,000 beneficiaries during its previous verification project from a total of 40,000 pensioners who failed to verify their existence due to unknown reasons. The fund is no longer asking pensioners to submit certificates of existence as a method of identification and verification because that system is outdated and inefficient. GIPF pensioners are required to take their membership cards and national documents to GIPF or NAMPOST offices for verification, as from the 1st of this month until the end of February 2012. The Regional and Local Government Minister Jerry Ikanjo is urging traditional leaders to use their drivers whenever they undertake trips. This is because there has been an increase in the number of motor vehicle accidents involving vehicles that have been allocated to traditional authorities, in which one such leader has already died. Road accidents involving vehicles allocated to traditional leaders have forced some of them not to have such vehicles anymore, and the government is finding it difficult to replace them. The Minister, Jerry Ikanjo, says his ministry will also review the traditional leaders' allowances in the next financial year, with a possible increase expected. He says a Traditional Authority Reform Committee has also been finalized, and a report of possible amendments to both the Traditional Authorities Act of 2000 and that of 1997 would be made available for inputs. A vendor at Walvis Bay's Ekutulatikak market was assaulted by fellow vendors yesterday. He was accused of using poison that has allegedly caused illness among his customers. The vendors called a meeting yesterday which ended in chaos as the accused vendor was assaulted. The police had to intervene to rescue him, but a police car was damaged in the process, resulting in the arrest of 2 persons. The angry vendors then staged a 2-hour demonstration in front of the Kwisibun police station to demand the release of the 2 men. The police opened a case of assault against the 2 men, and the acting Erongo Regional Police Commander Deputy Commissioner Marcelius Marichane warned the public against taking the law into their own hands. Marichane challenged the vendors to produce evidence of the alleged poisoning so that the case would be investigated. And that's a summary of the stories making headlines at this hour. Thank you so much for watching, and good night.